Hi guys, and welcome back to Farming Simulator. This is the road to 100 million. We've got 34 measly $1,000 in our bank account, but we have come to a decision. Now, last episode I left off and said, what should we do? I apologize for the lack of time between both, because obviously I haven't been able to consult all the comments that I'm sure you guys have been leaving. So what it means is we've come to a decision all on our own, and I think I'm going to buy this barley field. So I was thinking about it, and funny I'm here actually with the baler, because there is a contract right now for baling field 81. So if I was to accept this, it would instantly become a baled field, I'm assuming. So I'm glad I haven't actually done that yet. I just preempted it and got the tractor here. But what is the reason for making this decision? First of all, I'm going to take out a loan, and we're going to purchase all of these fields. So we're definitely going to purchase 82, 81, and 80. Because it just makes sense to have more land. Right now, I was thinking about it. I'm held back by the amount of fields that we own. I'm held back by it. So it makes sense to start purchasing all of these. And if we need to take out a loan to do that, then that's okay. The other thing I thought we could do is maybe take out a loan for this, but that 412,000 is just a lot. I would need to build up my bank balance first. Whereas these ones, now we can almost afford some of them on our own already. This one here. Yeah, we actually can afford it on our own already. So I'm going to take out a loan to get field 80, field 81, and field 82. Now what that means is we are going to be able to get the barley from field 81, which is quite nice. Only 67% yield, but that's okay. And we do inherit this with the carrots. Now, this is a disgusting field. Katie has definitely not been taking care of it. It needs liming, it needs ploughing, and it needs a whole lot of field work for us in the autumn as we move into July, from July to August and then to September. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. But I was kind of thinking about doing carrots already. So let me investigate. What do we need to be able to harvest carrots? Well, first of all, we need a... What do we need? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. There's potato technology, vegetable planters, vegetable harvesters. We need a vegetable harvester. All right, this thing is definitely used for carrots, so that's 40k. So we could purchase one of them. That could be very easy. We don't need a planter; we just need a harvester, and that would be able to get us some carrots out of this. So that's pretty good. Obviously, we get this barley. Now, this barley would go straight to the chickens, and it means that we wouldn't have to worry about feeding them as much for the year to come. We have some grass here. I would probably harvest this grass and then potentially turn this field into an arable field, and then obviously this is our field. It needs liming, it probably needs some ploughing, and I'm going to plough all of the areas in between. So the good thing about buying all these fields is this area in between, we can plough this. We can make this into one big field. Now, I don't think I would make it into like one ginormous... It keeps tabbing to the active workers. Very sorry about that. I don't think I would make one ginormous field, but I could definitely see a situation where we're gonna leave field 82 for the carrots, but I could expand the areas of this canola field. And what we could do is have the canola field. These could be the barley field, and maybe we could have, I don't know, this could be wheat, for example, in the middle, maybe something like that, or whatever the highest yield crop is, which I would have to look into before we do all that. But that way we can transform this area into 3 fields. We have 1, and then these would be 2, and then that would be a 3rd there. So that's the plan. I do like the idea of owning those fields. The thing that irritates me is the carrots, not being able to harvest them right away, but we don't actually have to wait too long. We can do all of this in August, seeing as August is the month for harvesting the carrots. So I'm actually not sure if they'll be ready. How do I tell? Let me go in here and find out. Yeah, it just says growing. They're fertilized. They need a bunch of stuff. Liming, plowing. They've got large weeds. I can't actually deal with large weeds. So one of the things I also was thinking about is maybe we get a hoe. None of these are good. Shallow cultivation of fields. I don't know what that is. That's the baler that we've had before. Yeah, so sorry, I was on here to say maybe we purchase a hoe. It would be nice. We definitely need it. Like, I don't have anything else. This only does small growing weeds between the crops. So this does the small and medium weeds. They can be used in the first stages. This is only the small one. You can seed with this tool. That's great. Small growing weeds. Is there any large weeds? I guess we can only spray for the large ones, right? All the rest are... now this one does medium, but the rest of them don't. So maybe we look at getting sprayers instead. These are large weeds, aren't they? Well, to be honest, we don't have to even spray them, because sprayers are quite expensive, I think. Where am I looking? Where am I looking? Is it yield improvements? No, it's up here, right? Sprayers. No, right above it. I'm so stupid. Sprayers increase the harvest output of fields. Yeah, so we could spray herbicide on this, right? This could be a nice little one. Get a 1200 litre one. This is quite large. I don't know what the tank is. This has a working width of 24 meters. That's not much smaller than this, to be honest, and it's half the price. Why would I worry about? I guess the bigger one has a consumption has a capacity of 5,200. So probably looking at getting one of these. We kind of need weeders anyway. I wish I knew what these are. That's definitely herbicide. Is that fertilizer? I'm not really sure. Maybe that's liquid fertilizer. But either way, we could look at investing in some of them, and and that would deal with all the weeds forever, basically. But yeah, it's a lot to consume. I know it's just the intro of this video, but dearie me. But that's the plan. So seeing as we're going to do that, I'm actually going to harvest this field now. Barley, it's July. This will be the last time that we can harvest this field. So let's purchase it. We can afford to do that. 34,300. Oh no, we can't. We're paying our workers. So for now, I'm just going to take out the first part of this loan. I'm going to take out $35,000. This will probably be a bigger loan than 35k, because I'm well aware that I'll need to get the other fields, and that'll obviously cost more money. But for now, let's buy this field. So we are going to be the proud owner of that field there. Perfect. Land purchase. It's so expensive, isn't it? But that's okay. Let's put this away. Now, the harvester is currently, as you guys can see, it's on field 30, doing a bit of work, so we'll have to get that back and put it to work on our own field. So for now, I'm just going to put away this baler, and I might see if there's any other contracts or stuff that we can do between now and then. But the other thing I was considering is also putting some feed to the chickens, like giving the chickens some food, and I also have to do all those grass things, because I said at the end of the last episode, I really can't, sorry guys, I can't multitask. I need to go this way. There you go. I said at the end of the last episode I'm going to do all the grass work off camera, and I've just started this episode straight away because I was actually doing some numerical work to figure out what the best way forward to proceed with the farm would be. So yeah, we've got a lot of grass stuff to do. Is it worth doing that now? Yeah, it is. Why not? I'll do that now. I'll do it off camera because otherwise this will be quite a large, chunky episode. And yeah, I'll be back when the harvester is done, and we can set it to work on the field in the background. Actually, I think it might be done now. So I'll go and do all that stuff off camera, and we'll come back with the harvester on the field. Hi guys, we're back. Okay, so it's been a little bit of a break since I actually recorded the first part of this episode, but as you guys can see, we've now moved into August. Now we have a lot of work to do. We want to get these fields ready for the planting of the wheat and the barley, which we should be able to do next month, I believe. Barley we could do this month, and wheat we could do next month, so we'll see which one it is. But first, you guys will notice that I've got a bunch of grass and straw here. There's no point putting it in the hay shed because I've already got quite a lot in there and it's getting to the point where it's nearly full. So I may as well sell this. Like, I've got no other use for it, so why not get the extra cash for it? Especially as I've decided that we're going to try and, even though the price of grass is at its worst, but that's okay. I'm going to try and get enough money to buy this field. So the most important thing that we need today is fields. We need new land. So we've already identified all the fields down there. We spoke about it, that we want to purchase. So that's where we're going to be going. So you guys will notice that yes, it is August. We have managed to get a lot more contract income. I've been doing a bunch of contracts. So while I put this tractor in cruise control, let's just manage our finances. We have 35k there. We'll be able to repay. So this is our actual balance, $23,000. And I think we need probably 2 more fields for sure. Maybe even 3, just depends if we can be bothered to get the carrots that are currently on the field next to our canola field. But we've got a lot of work to do. We've got to cultivate everything. Is canola able to be planted yet? Canola is able to be planted. So we need to cultivate. We need to take care of all the field requirements to make sure that we have 100% yield again. And after all that's done, then we'll be able to plant the canola first, seeing as that's a bigger issue, and then we'll get the fields ready for the wheat. So let's just sell all of these. Look, it's not a lot, but at the same time, it's still something. $5,000 worth of bales. If we could get that from the field every time, that's just extra cash that we can use every year. So let's get back to the farm here, and then we'll see what we're going to be working with today. Okay, so we're here with the Challenger. I've got it serviced, it's ready to go. And there's one more thing we need to do. I've got these guys doing, my other two are doing a contract, but down here we need to purchase field number 80. $44,000. We are going to loan, we'll probably loan 40. I think it makes sense. We can spend the 4. And we're going to purchase this field and turn it into, this will be our new canola field. We're going to make this the canola field, and we'll probably make that the wheat, and we'll probably do wheat or barley up here as well, to be honest. Why not? So yeah, purchase this land for 44k. Yes, we do. So seeing as there's already grass on there ready to go and harvest, it makes absolute sense to make use of that. So this is what the Challenger is going to be doing for this little period. I'm just going to set it on an AI worker so that we can get this done. Is it going to do it? Yeah, it is. Brilliant. And you guys can just stay with whilst we are very quickly going to work out which crop is the best yield. So I'm just going to bring up the FS25 manual. So you might hear me typing for a sec. And apologies as well, I'm getting a little bit sick. If I sound a bit nasally, that is why. But let's open this up. Yes. And we can decide, where is it? Oh, I'm struggling here, guys. FS25 manual, here it is. We can decide what crop to get. So I'm looking at this, and this is just on the manual. You guys will be able to see this. Wheat has an average yield of per hectare of 17,800. And barley has an average yield of 19,200. So the barley is the more yielding crop, and that's what we want, really. So we're probably going to end up getting both. I figure maybe we can put wheat on this one and barley on this one. So that way we sort of get the profit of both, and we can still make use of it for the rest of the time and put it to good work as well. So yeah, we're going to get this all mowed, probably get it baled. I think we should get it baled. We could probably just sell the grass bales again. That 5k was nice, to be honest, and we can put all of our money into the other one, although I don't think it'll be 5k because this field 80 is much smaller than the field 100 bit that we've got over there, but that's alright. We can probably look to get this done now. So the AI worker and the combine harvester, they're off. This is doing a really weird job. Let me just take over here. They're off doing a sorghum harvesting contract on field 15, which is the one you can see there in the top corner. So do I have to turn it on? Turn on. Yep, there you go. That's fine. Cool. So as soon as that's done, we will be able to get them back, and we'll probably start cultivating, and you guys will see that I've got the cultivator and the plow ready to go over in that field over there. And I'm just debating whether it's worth purchasing the field with the carrots on it. I think I might just leave it for now. Oops, I definitely missed a bit. I might just leave it for now because what's the point? We don't have any equipment to use, so you know, I feel like it would just be a a misuse of our funds. We can very easily put them towards the current projects that we're doing without having to spend any more money on them. So maybe down the line, maybe when carrots are ready to harvest, which I think they're a spring crop next year, right? Or maybe they're ready to harvest now. Maybe it is worth doing. But we can look into that for next episode, because for now, I intend to plow this entire field. So these fields go all the way back to the boundary down there. So it makes absolute sense to get them all plowed and ready to go, because that way we'll be extending the land area that we have, the surface area that we have, and we already own it. So we may as well maximize the most use that we can get out of the farm, right? That's the way to look at it. So that is the plan. Stay with me while I get this done, and then we're going to jump back in when this is ready to go. We'll bale it up, and I'll probably sell them, and then we can go on to the next project. Well, I hope you guys are going to get used to seeing all those fields bundled together. I've done a little bit of work in the meantime, but we're here at the farmer's market. We're just going to sell all the bales and all of the... It's crazy that it said sold bales, because we definitely sold wooden planks and wooden beams then for 15,000, so not too bad. I think our record has been 17k, but we probably have another pallet of wood beams still to come. I do apologise again if I'm a little bit nasally. I just... I have a little bit of a cold that I can't get over, but that's alright. We're soldiering on here. I just want to take you guys back to the field. So, obviously it's been August. I'm playing at 1 speed because we have a lot to do. So let me walk you through. So those fields, I've bundled them together and I've started to plow them. So they need cultivating. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn that big field into our canola field for next season. Now the canola can be planted today, so that's probably what we're going to look to do. And then that'll be a nice big yielding canola field, hopefully for a long time to come. And then those other 2 fields I think are going to be turned into the chicken fields, because the chickens are the ones that are going to need more sustaining than the oil mill. Obviously the oil mill can also be fueled with sunflowers, so I am planning to probably get some sunflowers as well. But definitely for now, that seems like the right way to go. The canola can take a little bit of a back step, because this thing doesn't make canola oil very quickly. It really doesn't. And it's got 1,300 litres and 2,000 there. So we're all up. We're at 3,000, nearly 3,500 litres, and probably another 1,000 still to go. So it's taken a little while to get that happening, and the price of canola oil, and I check this every day, but the price of canola oil is best in November. So right around November we should have a nice full sort of yield, I guess, of canola oil. I don't know if yield is the right word, but all the productions will be ready just at the right time to be able to sell. So I guess that is yield, right? Why is there stuff growing here? That's really annoying. I'll fix that in between the episodes, because that is quite a bit of frustrations. So obviously you guys just saw the little time lapse of the grass field that we just purchased, but let me go and show you the shenanigans that I've been up to, because I've done quite a bit of work off camera. I've got all the bales, we've sold them all. Our goats are looking nice, aren't they? They're looking good. But it is time to see what this field is going. So you guys will notice that firstly, it's ugly. Like, let's not make any qualms about this. What end do I pick this up from? I pick this up from the front end here. But it is an ugly field. I've ploughed it. It's all disjointed because I haven't cultivated it yet. It just doesn't look nice right now. But that's okay, because it will look nice in the future. So let me show you what we've done. This is one giant field. So 81, 80, 79, 80, and 81 are all one big field now. So if I hit, this is lucky as well. Look at that. That's pretty straight. Like maybe this little kink in the corner is a bit bad, but this is my own work and I'm pretty happy with that. So let's see what it needs to be done. It needs to get limed. That's fine. This place will need to get cultivated. Yep, that's fine. It doesn't say anything else. I don't think this will need to get plowed. It shouldn't do. This needs lime. This also needs lime. So once we cultivate it, we can chuck some lime on. And this bit here needs liming as well. So we don't need to plow anything extra, so that's fine. So what I think we'll do is we'll get the cultivator to get to work first, because I'm just keen to see if the AI worker actually does this for us. Maybe I should do the headlands, actually. I feel like I should do the headlands myself, because this thing will not be very easy to do. So let's whack this down. I do have access to this land. Just give me a second. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, it's so slow. Come on, JD. Just because the back wheels can't find any grip. But we have a massive new field. This is a massive field. This is definitely bigger than the one that we have up there. So this should be the highest yielding canola crop that we've ever done, which is pretty exciting, to be honest. So actually, let me put GPS on for this. This might be fun to do some GPS here. Yep, perfect. Yeah, so this should be definitely investment in the oil mill going forwards, and then also it means that we free up that field for the chickens, and we free up the other field up there for the chickens too. So probably saving us money in the long run on all the grain and wheat that we would need otherwise. Now, I've been wiser this time. I left a bit of room there between here and the end, because I know that I'm going to need to be able to turn these machines around, combine harvesters around, all that sort of thing. So it's better to have a little bit of room at the end rather than take it all up for well, I guess we could have extended the field a little bit, but what is the point? This will also be the longest job ever with this tiny little cultivator and the field that we have. So maybe I tell you what, let me put this on cruise control. Let's go to the shop and see if there's anything that we can take. And by take, I mean buy. We currently have that one, don't we? So we could get a bigger one. We could definitely get a bigger one. We could definitely get a bigger one. Could even do that. That's cool. Alright, I will probably look into getting one of them soon. But I do want a hoe. I feel like a hoe would be nice. It's probably the one tool that we're missing, and it stops me being able to do a lot of the contracts, the hoeing contracts, because I always think the weeder can get it done. We have a weeder, but we don't have a hoe. And yeah, maybe it's worth getting a hoe before we get the bigger cultivator, because although it's annoying, we do have the tools that we need to get this job done. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and then we'll have to do the power harrow on the other one. So we'll see how it goes. But look, I'm not going to do a time lapse for this. This would be absolutely crazy. So it would probably be longer than the actual video if I did a time lapse for this. So I'm going to go get this done now. It's 9:55. I'll leave it on real time to show you guys exactly how much time it takes, which is probably a bit silly, because I know obviously we're working our own field. This is probably what you want to see, but I think it would just take a ridiculous amount of time. It would take too long to do this. So I will be... Oh, wait. This has gone wrong. This has gone wrong. Oh, whatever. I was going to say it's gone wrong because we've got all this extra room over here to the left, but I guess I just didn't plow it in time. It's fine, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'd rather get the AI worker to know where the boundaries of the field are. We need that right, because I can't be doing all these fields by myself. So I already have to do the grass field by myself because the worker doesn't pick it up properly all the time. So that's okay. So yeah, I will be back with you guys. Maybe we can do the seeding together on this field, because the seeding is probably not going to take us long. So yeah, back in a moment. Look at it. It's glorious. It's weird with the rough textures because of obviously those fields were already drilled, but it looks glorious. We have got a massive field, and I wonder if this map, this field map is updated to say how big this is now. That's 0.75 hectares. That's 0.86. See, I don't think that's 0.57 anymore, because it's much bigger than it is before. But either way, we have got some wonderful bits of land to work with there. Now, I do need to cultivate this, but this is going to be wheat, so I don't need to do that until next month, right? Yeah, barley and wheat are both a September crop, so we don't have to worry about this field for now. We can prepare the canola field. Now, one thing I do need to do is go over these fields with a weeder. So I am going to do that now, even though I just said that we don't need to worry about them until next month. Now, Excuse me as I just hiccup. The reason for that is because I don't own a hoe. So instead of having to invest in a hoe, I would rather go over them now with the weeder, get the weeds while they're still small, and not have to risk basically having weeds on our field if I'm not careful. So I'd rather go do all of that now. So that's the plan. That's exactly what I'm going to do now. Obviously, I don't need to do the field that we just ploughed because, as you guys know, when you plough, it gets rid of all the weeds in the field already. So that's not an issue anymore. But we will do this little field here because it's starting to get weedy, and we will do the big field at the top as well. So that's the little plan coming up. Let me go to steering assist. I think this will be pretty quick. Put it down. Awesome. And let's de-weed. Let's see if we actually get rid of the weeds here. Yeah, we do. But you see how quickly they grow. It really makes a difference to the yield. And obviously this is all for the chickens. All of these things are leaning towards getting the chickens all sorted. Now, how much money did we make from the chickens last time we sold anything? Sold animal products, is that what it's called? Yeah, 37k back in April. I'm pretty sure that's when the price of eggs was good as well. So there might have been produce as well, I'm not sure. But either way, we are set to make a whole heap of money from the chickens. We've invested in them this year, so it makes sense that they're going to be a much higher return on investment. And I think, once again, the thoughts of getting the cows and putting them in that area of there are, they're working themselves into my head a little bit quicker. I'm not sure if that's the right way to go, but probably could be in the future. I just want more animals. I know the animals are good, and with those cows, the sooner we get them, the better. So that could be something that we look towards. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about maybe getting some for-profit cows, so some Angus cows or some limousine cows, I think that's how you say it, and buying them young, feeding them with all the stuff that we have in the shed. We've got silage already, we've got grass, we've got hay. I don't actually think we have any grass, we have hay, which is everything they need. So that could be the plan, that could be the way to go. Yeah, we just start that process, and the sooner we start that process, the sooner we're going to make money from them, right? So that's potentially what we do now. The issue obviously is that I don't have heaps of cash in the budget. As you guys can see, we only have $44,000. Now I do have a few bits and bobs to sell, and I'm sure when it comes around to like November and January, when we sell all the produce and we get all that stuff up and running, then we'll be able to get our money back. But we currently have a loan of only $40,000, so I could pay back that loan and we could be sweet right now. So I don't think I'm in the mood to do that because, like I say, I'm not taking out a loan for anything else. Although if I do, we could get the cows now. We could get the cows today at the end of summer. We could get them now. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. So that could be a play. Honestly, that could be a play. We repay our loan, we take out a new loan, and the loan wouldn't be that big for the cows. It's not a very big area. I would only need one of the smaller pastures. There is a tree in there though. I'd have to go and get that destroyed. But yeah, maybe that's the way to go too. I'll think on it. You guys have seen it's taken me nearly an hour to get this field weeded and get that field all cultivated with the other one. Now I had a thought halfway through. If I had just used my power harrow, would that have cultivated it for me? I think so, but I'm not sure because obviously you seed first, right? So I'm not sure if having a different crop on there would have affected it. So I just thought, let's play it safe. Let's do it with the cultivator the first time around, because also I happened to be sowing field 46 for a contract, so it just made sense to not double dip into that, and I could use the power harrow for the contract while I just cultivate the field. So then it'll be an easier job to seed it anyway. Now I do need to lime all of that. I figure I'll get this weeding job out of the way first, and we can have a quick discussion because this field won't take long, as you guys can see. And then I'll lime it, and then we can plant that one full of canola. Look how massive that field is. Land is really going to be important for this channel for sure, for this series. Sorry. We're going to have to get all this stuff up and running, and in the future I could potentially see us harvesting these carrots next to us as well, and then maybe even getting the vegetable planter and getting some more land in the spring. It depends how big of a winter we have, depends how many contracts I can do in the winter. Usually I'm stuck with a lot of wood transportation ones. I'm not a fan of doing them. Honestly, they get quite boring quite quickly, and I've done a lot of them in the previous years, so I wouldn't be I wouldn't be opposed to a little change and maybe doing something different. But yeah, in the meantime, we'll just see how much cash we can make. But yeah, alright, let's get this done. I'll get the rest of this in a quick little time lapse for you guys. I know this is quite a big, chunky episode, but it's important that we do as much work as we can in summer so that we set ourselves up for a nicer autumn and a nicer winter. So that's the plan. So I will be right back when this is done, and we'll get on with the next project for today. I told you guys we have a lot to do, and I was not lying. So here it is. I'm going to set the AI worker to do this canola field. I just want to see how they get started. Will it drill the lime? Will the lime affect it? Nope, that's fine. Awesome. Okay, keep going. Let me see here. This needs rolling. Wait, it needs rolling, but this doesn't need rolling. Okay, so we can roll after we plant it, right? Yeah, we can roll after we plant it, I'm pretty sure. So that's fine. So we can do the yield improvement for this field, but the reason that I stopped, oh my gosh, this autosave. It's autosaved like 15 times. I reckon I've got the frequency up. But let's go over here to the chicken coop for a sec. Oh, I'm actually inside the chicken coop. The reason I stopped is because I've decided we are going to get cows. Why not? We want progress, right? We want to get to 100 million. Now, it's a stupid amount of money. I shouldn't have tried to set it that high, but that's okay. We're going to repay this loan. We're down to 4,000. And then you know what we're going to do? We're going to take out a new loan for more. Oh, I need to roll. Oh, I need to fertilize this field as well. That grass is ready to harvest. I must have missed it last time. I definitely need to fertilize this field so we can get that done too. But we need to do some construction. This area here is prime and ready for some more animals. And by prime and ready, I mean I want more animals, and this is the only place I can put them. So let's do it. Let's get rid of this little tree. Where's the... There you go. This will just cut that away with it. Yeah. Cool. And I think the rest of this should be pretty equal. Now, as far as I'm aware, yeah, the barrier is here. The barrier to the field is here. So I'm just trying to picture in my head as to where I could put the fence. I don't know if there's anything I can use to make it easier for me. So I reckon we just do it. Or whatever, we'll just try and do it. Okay. Control P. First, let's see exactly how much the cows will cost me. So this is the enclosure. We'll put it this way. We can put it right up against the fence here, can't we? Yeah, we can put it right up here. We don't need to be able to go in and out of this area. So that's fine. We can put it right there. That will be a problem. Alright, so there's one there that we need to take care of. This little thing there. Anything else? No, the rest of this looks to be okay. I can't go that far back. I wish it had the barrier installed on this anyway. Toggle snapping. Let's snap. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so I just need to firstly get rid of this little tree stump, so we'll go do that now. And then let's see, this can take 7 cows. Now we probably want more than 7, but that's alright. Is it worth getting the cow barn? This thing is huge. I don't think we're ready for the cow barn. Let's start small. We can always start small, get these up and running, and then we can go from there. So that's fine. And then let's see. So we need 15k for that. We already own the land. Now if I jump over to the animal person, animal deal, we want to get some cows. Now we don't want dairy farming, so we're looking at Angus's. The type of cows bred for profit and can be sold. Brilliant. They're healthy and older than 18 months. Or limousines. Now I like the limousines. They're funny to say, so I think I'm going to go with limousines. So they're $300, which isn't that big of a budget. So maybe a budget of like 30k. I don't know. Let's borrow 30,000 and let's see how we do. Oh, now I have to go back, manually go back down here, don't I? I'll visit the sawmill. We'll duck out of here and then we'll get it done. Oh, firstly I need the tractor. Where's my tractor? Oh yeah, this one, I need to set this one up to do some contracting work in the field. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay. I'm not going to interrupt that one. Let me... Do you reckon I can put the... Let's dump some water. Do you reckon the... What am I trying to say? Do you reckon the tree stump grinder can attach to the back of this trailer? Because if it does, that's problem solved. I somehow don't think it will. I think it needs a 3-point hitch. Can it attach? Nope, it can't. Great. I need a tractor. That's annoying. Okay, I'll be back with a readily available tractor. 2 seconds. We're back. I did all the work. Alright, let's get some cows. Can I place fence here? I definitely can. Why can't I place the fence there? I can. There you go. Alright, let's get it as close to the edge as possible. We'll leave a little gap so we can walk down. Sure. Maybe I'll go further back. Nah. We'll go towards the front. This grass field doesn't need heaps of room, so... although it would be nice to maybe move things out of the way, like those 2 bushes at the front, but that's alright. Kind of everything. Where's the earliest? There's the earliest we can place the fence. Yes, we want to customize. I'd like to start with going all the way down. So let's see, how far can we go? All the way down here? Yep. And do we want to get close to the grass? I guess we could. Am I going to run out of money? Probably. This will cost me 18k. I need more money. I need more money. Oh no. What have I done? I need more money. I should have taken heaps more. Ugh, it's so annoying. And now I have to delete this. Now we've lost 15k. Oh, that's so annoying. Can I not just edit it? Please tell me I can just... Oh, sell? Yeah, sure, okay. We'll sell. Whatever. I lost a bit of cash there, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. It's because now I'm standing in the way. Let's get out of here. Alright, we've borrowed a heap more money. I'm just going to repay it all. I knew the fence would be more expensive. I should have been smarter than that. Damn it. Alright. There. Yes, we want to customize. Okay, let's head down. putting this all the way down the end? Oh, yeah, why not? I mean, we could go here, right? Yep. So we can make this a nice big thing. Somewhere in here. And then we just go, this area is restricted. Okay, how far along is it restricted? There. And then, what? This land is not owned by you. Yeah, but it must be at some point, right? We could do a nice big fence like this. This area is restricted, okay? That's alright. I guess it can just be a weird shape in the corner. 12, 3. Come on, how close can I get to this fence? Pretty close. Oh, pretty close. Can I get all the way? Yeah, I can. Awesome. Alright, hang on. Area's restricted. There you go. Then all the way down. Where's my mouse? This feels weird. Where's the edge of the other fence? Here. And then rebuild. Do you want to plant meadow? Yes, we do. Alright, here we go. That's much better. That's much better. We got the meadow. We got everything we need. That's fantastic. We got the trough for the water. What capacity is it? This is, and we took out a loan of 75. Now we've only got 30, but we'll repay. I'll repay maybe, yeah, we'll leave 5k in the bank just in case. Because we need to buy some cows. I guess what's the capacity? Let's see. Chicken coop, cow pasture. How do I find the capacity? Do I just go up? Or do I have to go over to the... Yep, here it is. 19. Brilliant. So, let's get 19. 6.5, of course. Of course it's 6.5. We need to borrow another 5,000. Oh my goodness, I was so disorganized when I was doing this, but that's okay. Alright. Should I buy them now? Yes. We want to buy these for 6.5k. And we've got some brand new baby cows. Look at these guys. Little cows. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so happy with that. Let's go and look after them. First things first, let's go look after them. We want to make sure that these cows are healthy and happy all the time. And that's what they need from us right now is some water. So I'll put this in here. Let's dump some water and then I'll go and get some more. But I just want to see in here. So they're at $92. Great. So we've lost some money on them already, but we can fill the water up. They do have food. They definitely have food. It just hasn't registered. So we'll give them some time. But I've got hay, I've got silage, and I'll go and put that in, and they can eat the meadow grass as well. Let me go get some water, and then we will hopefully check over with the other tractor, the one that's doing the weeding, because we will need the front loader attachment so that we can give the animals all they need. Let's not go straight in the water. Let's refill here. Awesome. Very exciting stuff. We've got 19 brand new cows. I wish it was 20. That would have just been a nicer number to work with, but 19 will do as well. Not the end of the world. And yeah, these guys are going to start hopefully making us a profit from now for a long time to come in the future. So it's nice and close as well. And we finally used all of this field. Actually, this is probably worth a screenshot, but we finally used all of this field. Like, there is no space that I've left unturned, and we finally made good with our investment that we bought just over 2 years ago. It's taken us 2 years to get this sorted. Oh my gosh, these guys have a lot of water. Wow, I just filled that up and it's not even half. All right, we're going to go do it again. We want these guys to be healthy and happy, and they don't have any food, so I'm questioning why. Do they not eat the meadow grass? But then why is it an option? I don't get it, but that's okay. We'll just bring over the other tractor, the John Deere, and we'll make it work. Excuse me, game. Thank you. Let me fill up my water trough, and we'll probably have to do this a third time. We can top up the goats while we're at it as well, because I think this will take a little bit more than what we have. But yeah, we've finally got some progress happening. This is a big episode, but we've got a lot of progress going on. So I didn't want to split it into two. I'd rather do one bigger episode than two smaller ones, or they'll just crash into the brand new fence that I've built. That's a bit annoying. Let's dump this off. Look at that. Look at these little cows. They're so cool. Oh, awesome. As a first-time farming simulator player, it really is. It's quite rewarding, I'd say, to be able to just suddenly, you know, have some animals that we need to look after. And I know I've prepared it for a little bit. Obviously, we've already got the hay and the silage and everything we need. I think I can just get away with giving them hay, seeing as we don't need them to be, you know, like 100% healthy or whatever up until, I mean, we do need them to be healthy, but we don't need them to be productive up until we go to sell them, right? So only in the last little month when I need to give them TMR or whatever it is. So we have plenty of time to beef them up, literally beef them up between now and then. Let's see if this will take 3 troughs. Full. I wonder what the capacity is. It looks like it will. Oh no, it stopped. 815. So they've got 6,000 litres of water. Grass only gives them 40% productivity, so I need to find something else to give them. But I'll go give some water to the goats now, and then we will come back with the other tractor that I've currently set to weeding our canola field. Well, it was our canola field. It's going to be our new wheat or barley field. No spare capacity for water. Right, cool. Well, that's fine. We can just leave this here then and see how this guy's doing. He's completed his task. No way. That's crazy. Look at the timing on that. This guy completes his task just as I need him to be done. Fantastic. Okay, let's head down. And we'll give the cows what they need. Let me just check this field for everything. Yep, it's harvested and it's being weeded. That's cool. So we can just plant, we can cultivate and plant a new crop on there, and that'll be next month when we need the wheat. The greenhouse is going good. So they've got plenty of water. I just checked before. Let's see. Yeah, they've got 16,000 litres. That's already 4,000, nearly 5,000 litres of lettuce in that one. And nearly 6,000 litres of strawberries and tomatoes in that one, which is fantastic. So, you know, come January, we're going to have a lot of produce to sell. And come November, we're going to have a lot of stuff to sell as well. This is January, isn't it? But where's our... Oh, yeah, I'm in the wrong thing. The other animals. Yeah, we've got 2,000 litres of eggs already. Probably have 2,000 more by the time it's done, and then we've got this tractor doing the field as well for the new canola patch. So we're going good. We're going really good. I wonder why. Is it just starting to do... It's not doing the headland. Because it's planted here. Oh, this is planted. Oh, see, this needs weeding too. Even though the game says that if I plow, you don't need to weed. But obviously that's telling me otherwise, because you guys can see with your own eyes, it says weeds growing. So, and it says it as I walk around all of this place. Yeah, weeds growing. Growing. Interesting. So I need to roll and weed this field as well. That's so much to do. But if that's the case, I might leave this weeder here then, because I can just get the challenger to switch it over and use this one when the time's ready. I wonder why we have these two different textures. Because this is planted, and this is planted too. So why are the two different textures? I guess where I ploughed and where I haven't ploughed, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know if that'll affect the yield or not. I'm hoping it doesn't, because I'm not in the mood to suddenly start getting yield deficits. I think that'll make a big difference. Having more than one field at 100% yield should make it a very profitable next year. Occasion. So what do we need? We need some, well, let's give them some, let's give them some silage. We've we've got heaps of silage. Let me just check this is actually all fermented. Yes. Okay. We will stab you, and we'll take some silage over to our new cowsies. I don't know if they need one. They'll probably need 3. I'm guessing. But that's just literally a guess out of nowhere. I don't know if I'm really right or wrong. And we have to put this right in the right in here, don't we? Can I put this in there? I don't know if I actually could fit it in there. Oh, yep, you can. Brilliant. It looks like it did something, so let's check. Cow pasture. Silage, 1,000 litres. Now we put in 5,000 liters, right? Yeah, so maybe it just takes some time. But you guys can see it's probably going to take at least 2 bales, if not more. 3,000. 4,000. And it was 5.5. So yeah, at least 2 bales, if not 3. I'll probably put a third one in there so that it can use it up. But that's fine. 3 silage bales, and I think we make... Oh, I can't remember how many, but I think we make around... It's 2 trailers full of silage. So I wasn't stacking them very neatly, but let's say we make 12 bales every time. 12 bales. So this grass field should be more than enough to sustain this amount of cows, which I didn't really know how to do those calculations beforehand, but now I do. Right, let's put this right in there again. Come on, mate. There we go. Now get out of it. Perfect. And we'll go and get a third one for the third and final time. Oh, look at the little... Oh, it's so fun. And we've got the big old goats. These guys are all grown up now. And they've got two sets of goat milk there. We could probably sell that soon. September is the best price for goat milk, so that's what we have to look forward to next month. Let's take this one. And this should be the last one. All the while, we're progressing the farm. The challenge is going well over there. Oh, I wish we could get into vegetables, because then we could get the tractors doing some vegetable planting and seeding too. Alright, that's the JD did an about turn there. Come on, put it in. Yep. Take it out. Nope, get off my bale spike. Just get off, mate. I don't want you anymore. I don't know how to tell you this. I don't want you on my bale spike. Get off my tractor. Why is this one so hard? Maybe I have to go like to the side or something. Yep, there we go. Cool. Let's check. They're up to 11,000 litres of silage. Brilliant. And so that will be the third one there. I'll keep them going for a little while. Total capacity effectiveness. I don't really know what this means. I'm assuming if this bar is full and this bar is full, then this bar will increase as well, just like the other ones. So that's fine. And look, we might get some meadow grass to be able to sustain them for a little bit as well. So I'm not worried about that. But I think we'll probably leave it here. Now look, I know there's a little bit to go still, but it seems like a nice place to stop off, given that we've got some new animals and you guys know the plans for the fields for the rest of the time. So there's a few tasks that I still need to do. Firstly, and we'll jump back into the challenge here in a sec, but firstly I'll look to get everything sorted for the canola field, because it would be good to get all that up and running and make sure that we have a good yield. So let me tab over to the tractor. So once this guy's done, and then step out one more time. Yeah, so this needs weeding, and it needs rolling, and it needs fertilizing. So that's fine. I'm also going to go and fertilize the grass field so that we can ensure that we have plenty of grass in the future. This will be a nice harvestable field next year. I'm looking forward to getting this done. And one of these is fertilized and one isn't. Is that the case? Nope. So I'll improve these yields off camera. I'll make sure that's all done. And then I will also do some... Now I need to get the lime out and get the fertilizer in. So I'm not going to do that now, but I will do that in a moment's time. So then we can rock and roll with the rest of the field. But yeah, it's been a big episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the little bit longer format. I just want to make sure that, like I say, we do all the seasons in one sort of fell swoop. Just so it's not dragging on a little bit. I'd rather get a chunkier episode than a less chunky one. So yeah, thank you guys for all your support on the series. Subscribe for more videos and comment down below what you guys have looked forward to the most this episode and what you will look forward to most in the future. If you think the canola field's a good idea, if you think getting the cows was a good idea, I would like to hear your thoughts. So yeah, thanks guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.